This particular day, he called me over there. He said he wanted to see his kids. And this was one particular day. I really didn't have the time, but I came anyway. And what he did was he tried to pretend like he was drunk because he drinks a lot. And I believe that's where a lot of his antics come from. But he asked me to come over there, and he lied and made it as if I just popped up and just started a disturbance. I didn't. I knocked at the door and I said, Adrian, I'm outside. You had me waste my time again. If he has a habit of doing things to try to set you up because he knew child support was coming.
Yes, man. I don't feel like I should pay anything because I do for my kids when I need to.
So it's not the amount, is it the amount of child support you're in disagreement with?
I don't believe I should be paying child support at all. Like I said, I take care of my kids to the best of my abilities. With everything I have going on and anything I have going on, I still do for my kids.
Please raise your right hand, both of you. You do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you both can put your hands down. And sir, please state your first and last name.
Adrian Wright.
And ma'am, your first and last name.
Jasmine Mosley.
And counsel for the state.
Joyce Watchku for the Office of the Attorney General.
Okay, court is going to take judicial notice of a proposed order filed by the state. And counsel for the state, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will call Jasmine Mosley. Ms. Mosley, are you in full agreement with the proposed order from the state?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Is there anything that you are in disagreement with today?
No, I'm in agreement with whatever the court's request or say is feasible. Yes.
Okay. I will pass this witness and I will call Adrian Wright. Mr. Wright, what is your disagreement with the state's proposed order?
Because I take care of my kids to the best of my ability. Right now, I'm financially not stable. My hours, I work for the post office, and the mail is low right now. Mail volume is low, so I'm only getting 20, 25 hours a week of that, and it's like my hours are going up and down. They go up and down, so it's like not a
okay. So
Mr.
Wright, is your only issue with the proposed amount of child support?
What do you mean?
Is your only disagreement with the order is that you are being requested to pay child support?
Yes, ma'am. I don't feel like I should pay anything because I do for my kids when I need to.
So it's not the amount, is it the amount of child support you're in disagreement with? Or is it that you just don't believe you should be paying child support?
I don't believe I should be paying child support at all. Like I said, I take care of my kids to the best of my abilities. With everything I have going on and anything I have going on, I still do for my kids. I got a loan out right now that I'm paying back, a $1,500 loan right now that I'm paying $100 a month on for them right now. I take loans out for birthdays. I take loans out for Christmases and everything like that. If I don't have the funds, I take loans out. So I feel like, and I let her know this. I get no help in repaying those loans back or nothing. I pay it all back on my own and over the time.
All right. Do you understand that your children are currently on a government insurance plan for their health?
I mean, if that's on her. I mean, if that's the case.
Mr. Wright, are you able to provide private insurance for your children's health insurance?
No, ma'am. With the income I'm coming, like I said, I'm like partially part-time. It's like I'm almost part-time. I'm not able to do anything. Not and pay my bills.
Do you understand that the amount that your child support is based off of is the net resources is $1,642.81. Would you agree that that amount is correct?
I mean, like I said, I don't know. No, ma'am, I don't.
What do you say you make per month, Mr. Wright?
Anywhere from like 18 to 2,000.
I wish to plead incompetence.
Per month.
Anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000. Do you understand that the state took into account your gross monthly amount of $2,017.17. And the other child that you have outside of this case was taken into consideration when establishing what your medical support and child support will be?
No, ma'am, I really didn't understand that part.
Okay, so everything is based on guideline support, guideline amounts. So we're proposing that you would reimburse cash dental because Miss Mosley is covering dental, so $20 a month to pay for the dental support. Would you be in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then you would pay $120 for medical support that goes back to the state of Texas. Would you agree with that?
She said,
That will cover the health insurance, and that goes to the state of Texas for the children.
so that's gonna be what, $140 a month?
So $20 for dental, $120 for medical.
So what happens if I
And
do,
then,
ma'am,
Miss-
hold on. Can I ask you a question? What?
No, sir,
No, Mr. Wright, she gets to ask the questions and I get to ask the question. It's a hearing. Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
Counsel.
So take into account that you would pay $20 in dental support, $120 medical support. The guideline child support would be $370 a month. Now, is there any legal reason that you are asking this court to deviate from that $370?
Any legal reason?
Yes. Is there any legal reason why your child support should not be $370?
Yes, ma'am. I'm dealing with a case right now. I have a case open right now that I'm dealing with. I'm paying $60 a month to come check in. And like I said, I had devices put in my car. They just took the devices out, but I'm still behind on my bills right now for paying those bills and doing everything I need to do.
Okay. Do you understand that the state is not allowed to take into consideration your bills?
Okay.
Only income.
So is the state considered to take in someone's habit?
You're asking questions of her. She can ask questions of you. Go ahead, Counsel.
And do you understand that by law, you are responsible for court costs that's billed 60 days from today?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you have any safety concerns for yourself, your children, if your contact information is in the order?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I will pass this witness, and let me recall Ms. Jasmine Mosley. Ms. Mosley, just to confirm, do you have any safety concerns for yourself or your children if your contact information is in this order?
Could you repeat that question one more time? I don't have any safety concerns, no. I think that's what you were asking. I'm sorry.
Yes. Do you have any safety concerns for yourself or your children if your contact information is in this order?
No.
All right, I will pass the witness.
Attorney questions? And specifically family violence questions for both.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, I'm
My
asking.
apologies to the court. I think I will recall Ms. Jasmine Mosley. And Ms. Mosley, can you state the name of the children that's before the court?
Yes, ma'am. It's Wright and Wright.
Okay. Could anyone but Mr. Adrian DeMarcus Wright be the father? Okay. Has there ever been any family violence between you and Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Okay. What was the last month and year of an incident?
It's been so long. We're not really around each other ever since, I guess he, started, living his separate life when he was, having his son. We haven't really been in contact like that. So it's been a while. I mean, we're around each other, but
okay.
The violence is not a problem these days.
Okay. Do you recall the last month and year that you all did have some type of family violence issue? The prior order from 2014, was there any violence then in 2014?
I can't remember, but if we were communicating, it more than likely was.
Okay. As there was nothing noted.
So she's asking, since the last order in 2014, has there been any family violence between you and father?
Yes, he's come and harassed me and threatened me in the past, but not in the past 2 or 3 years.
Okay, and what were the specific threats?
That he would kill me and my family.
Okay.
And
So in your proposed order, counsel, you've requested joint managing conservatorship.
Yes.
Mhm.
So since 2014, do you recall a family violence incident you can address with the court, Ms. Mosley?
since 2014,
Yes, ma'am.
no. I mean, we've had disagreements, but no, other than that.
Have you ever called the police on him?
I have. It wasn't physical, but yes, I have since 2014. I have absolutely, yes.
And why would you call the police on him?
He was coming by my family's house, harassing us and trying to, I mean, it was just a habit of his. He would just come by if I wasn't answering, or if he felt like I was going to put him on child support, or I was seeing another guy. He would come by harassing me, my grandmother, my cousins. He's called my friends. He would just act irate, because of.
Okay, so have you ever got a restraining order or protective order against him?
No, and I want to explain why. I like to think of myself as a strong woman, and I can handle myself. But at one point I think I called the courts, and I had CPS involved, and I called on myself because it was that bad. If you look up the records, you will probably see that. But they came to both my house at the time. I was living with my grandmother, and they came to his house. So I did everything except do the restraining order because things had dialed down. And yeah.
Was this after 2014?
I don't want to lie. Yes, it was. It was after 2014. Yes.
Okay. Did this occur after the second child was born?
Yes, I believe so. It should be on record. I don't want to lie, but
and
so.
ma'am, let me ask you this. You've testified extensively regarding allegations of family violence since the last order. What about, because the same questions are going to be asked of him, could he ever state that he was the victim of any family violence from you? Have you ever threatened him or put your hands on him first since the order that was in place in 2014?
No, I've never put my hands on him.
And has dad ever been granted any restraining orders or protective orders against you? Okay. All right. Next witness, counsel.
Well, Ms. Mosley, is there a reason that you're requesting to be appointed joint managing conservators of the children?
Well, I didn't know that was in there, and forgive me for my ignorance. But I was told all the things that you're asking right now, I would have to take that up in a family court. This would just be about finances. So I wasn't really prepared to, present all of that because I was informed.
Who told you that during the negotiation conference with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is family court, and that should have been explained to you. So the person from the Attorney General's office during your negotiation conference told you that.
Yes, ma'am. I believe it was recorded, but I just assumed that after this was over, maybe I could do something then. But as far as joint.
Today's the date. This is family court. Today's the date for all of that. So when she originally asked you, did you agree with everything in the order? In the order is represented as if the two of you should be joint managing conservators, as if there's never been any family violence since the last order. Because she did not ask those questions, I asked her to ask you because that needs to be part of the prove up every single time, family violence and paternity, because I need to know these things. Now, some questions of him are going to be asked as well, and I'm going to ask them. Mr. Wright, you alluded to you have some legal issues and you're paying some fees. So are you on probation for something, sir?
No, I'm on not probation, but I guess you would call that on bond.
You out on bond for what?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you arrested for?
I got a DWI.
Okay. Now, have you heard mother's testimony regarding family violence? Have you threatened to harm her or ever, or put your hands on her since the 2014 order?
Might have out of anger. I'm not gonna lie. Since I raised my hand, I'm not gonna lie. But I need her. The statement that she made was
Wait,
complete.
wait,
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask about her too. I'm asking about you first.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you say you're not gonna lie, are you saying there has been family violence between you and mom since 2014? Right?
Not necessarily family violence, but words.
Well, words, if you threaten to hurt her or the children or destroy her property or damage her property, that can be considered family violence. Have you done that, sir?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I guess if you want to say that.
Okay. Now, have mother ever threatened you, destroyed your property, or put her hands on you first since the last order in 2014, Mr. Wright?
Oh, yes, ma'am. And popped
Okay.
up at my
So,
house, punched me in my
so wait
stomach.
1 second. Give me the month and the year of the most recent incident.
The most recent incident.
Yes, sir. The month and the year of the most recent incident where you're stating you were the victim of her family violence first.
I want to say probably about a couple months. She got mad because I wasn't answering my phone, and she popped up at my house and beat on my door and stated that you this and that, you don't take her, you she's basically pretty much has called my new baby mama, my new mother of my child, call and threaten her, threaten and beat her ass and do
So
all this
all
extra
this
stuff.
happened this year, Mr. Wright.
Yes, ma'am.
It is just baffling how none of this comes out in the negotiation conference, and I have to get all this initially when I ask the additional questions.
Well, I have my
Okay.
baby mama right here. She can attest to that.
Mr. Wright. Was that reported to the police, these incidents?
No, man, I don't feel the need
Listen
to.
to my question. It's very important. I have to know so I can make the correct ruling. Have you ever been granted any restraining orders or protective orders against mother?
No, ma'am, I never did that.
What about the mother of your other child? Has she been granted any restraining orders or protective orders against mother?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Mosley, you heard, now he admitted there's been family violence between you and him. So he already admitted his part. I'm asking you under oath. He stated you have done some things this year towards him and the mother of another child. Is that accurate?
It's not completely accurate. I did reach out to her. The first time I reached out to her was in January.
I want to start with him. Okay. Have you threatened to harm him? Have you shown up? Have you caused a disturbance at his place of work or any place that he's been? Have you done that?
No. And the time that he speaks of, am I able to expound more on that?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the time that he speaks of, he has a habit of doing things to try to set you up because he knew child support was coming. And he tries to do things to make me upset and call the police, but he can never call the police. He can never file anything because I never do anything. This particular day, he called me over there. He said he wanted to see his kids. And this was one particular day. I really didn't have the time, but I came anyway. And what he did was he tried to pretend like he was drunk because he drinks a lot. And I believe that's where a lot of his antics come from. But he asked me to come over there and he lied and made it as if I just popped up and just started a disturbance. I didn't. I knocked at the door and I said, Adrian, I'm outside. You had me waste my time again. As far as his baby's mother, or should I stop there?
Stop there. All right, counsel. So I have a question, Ms. Mosley. What are the ages of your children?
12 and 4.
And does dad have a relationship with them? Does he pick them up? Do they spend a night? And I'm gonna ask him the same thing, but I'm asking Ms. Mosley right now.
No, ma'am, Your Honor. And that was one of the things that was the problem.
When's the last time dad had physical possession of his children with or without you being present?
I want to say about a week ago, he picked up my daughter, Aja, from daycare, and they spent a little time together.
Okay.
She wanted to see him.
He has had the children by himself without you around then.
Yes, yes.
And question, has he ever kept the children overnight when you're not around?
No, ma'am.
Not ever.
No, ma'am.
Is
Not
there?
yep.
Wait, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna ask
yes,
you
ma'am.
the
I heard
same
you. I
stuff.
heard you.
All right,
I
I'm
heard
gonna ask the same stuff to you.
Right.
Okay, so Miss Mosley, why not?
He says that he's always working, or he was always working. It was a family event that the kids can't go to. The last week, he had his son
So
down here.
you're saying you don't have a problem with them spending the night, that dad is coming up with an excuse why they can't spend the night? Is that what you're saying?
And missed out on holidays and everything else before child support came. And I found that.
Mosley, listen to my question. Do you have any safety concerns if the children spent the night with their father?
No. I don't.
Okay.
I don't believe he would
All
come
right.
home.
Okay. Mr. Wright, have you ever kept your children overnight, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Several times.
Tell me the most. Have you done that this year, sir?
No, ma'am. Due to the fact that I had a brother saying
Tell me the last time that you kept them overnight.
the last time I kept them overnight. Well,
Yes.
I want to say they spent. Matter of fact, they just spent the night like last month with her.
Wait, what do you mean with her?
Yeah, with her. Yeah, she was there. She spent the night at my house with my kids last month.
Miss Mosley was at your house with
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
When's the last time you had them all by yourself when Miss Mosley was not around and you kept them overnight?
I haven't, because she hasn't allowed me to do that.
Okay, well, that was my question. Okay.
And one point, and the one reason
who lives in your home?
who lives in my home,
Mm-hmm.
I stay there now by myself. But at the time, I had a brother.
I just talking about right now. Just listen to my question.
Yes, ma'am. I heard
And this DUI that you got, when did you get that?
in January.
Of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a breathalyzer in the car?
They took it out. I had a breathalyzer. I was paying for that.
Why did they take it out? They say
Because I'm no longer. I wouldn't. It was no longer a need. My attorney got him dismissed off my case.
Got it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I went through the proper protocol.
Okay. All right. What type of visits are you requesting?
I mean, it's not a. I mean, same business I've been getting. It's not a specific. I'm not requesting. I'm not trying to. What she's telling me, she won't joint because she wants full paternity.
Today is the day that you get to request what you would like. So you want to tell me what she would like, or you want to tell me what you would like?
Yes, ma'am. Whatever, however she want to do it, that's exactly how I do it. I mean, because
Okay.
I don't have no.
One more time. Listen, this is the day you get to tell me what you want, not what
Yes,
she
ma'am.
wants. And you're telling me what you want is whatever Miss Mosley wants.
No, I take that back. You're right.
So,
Okay,
all right. So I'm
now
asking you, what does Mr. Wright request regarding seeing his children? What's your request?
I want to say like every other weekend.
Okay, you want overnight visits. Miss Mosley, and you don't have any issues with him having overnight visits?
Your Honor, real quick, just a question. I know, I'm so sorry.
No question for me. I'm asking the question.
He works overnight, so I don't know how that's going to work. So no.
Okay, got it. Mr. Wright, do you
Yes,
work?
ma'am.
Does the postman work at night? You work
Yes,
in
ma'am. I
the
work
facility?
overnight. I work in a facility. Yeah.
Okay. What nights do you work?
I work was it Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay, so you work the weekends overnight. Got it. All right. Miss Counsel for the State, do you have any other questions?
And also, ma'am, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yeah, I've admitted to my drinking, and she said she had a problem with that. What I have a problem with is her weed smoking.
Touche. You should. It's
Yeah.
illegal. All right. Do you smoke weed, Miss Mosley?
I have smoked weed, but I don't anymore.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I sent you for a drug test, it's gonna be clean? Because I can send you for one today.
Probably the next two. I just quit about a week ago. So it's definitely going to come back positive.
Okay. Questions, counsel, for them? Any?
In terms of, Ms. Mosley, in terms of visitation, where would you like for the exchange to occur for the children? If visitation,
That's so minor at this juncture. I'm gonna decide that. I've done all the heavy lifting and found out it was family violence. So I can do that. You got any other questions?
no.
Okay. So I'm going to change the proposed order that had you appointed as joint managing conservators. I'm finding family violence and changing your order. And I'm going to find mutual family violence, a mutual non-disclosure finding, which means your addresses and phone numbers would not go into the order. Because I'm finding family violence, it cannot be joint managing conservator. So I'm changing your proposed order to sole managing conservatorship, the custodial parent, possessory, the non-custodial parent. The exchange location will be the police station, Google closest off of mother's address. That'll be the drop off and pick up. Also, the visitation at this juncture will be 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Oh, sir, what are your I know you said they're over, you work at night. What time would you go in on Saturdays and Sundays though?
I go in at 12.
12 p.m. to what, sir?
Oh, 12 a.m.
Oh, 12
Yes, ma'am.
a.m. to what, sir?
To like I said, it varies depending on how the meal is. It's not a set thing.
Okay, give me an example of the schedule. I wouldn't know.
Okay, I want to say from 12 to 5:30
a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you would go in, I'm making it up, on a Saturday, you would leave and go in from 12:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. Then you're
Yes,
off.
ma'am.
Then you'll go back on Sunday.
Sunday night, that night. Then
Got it. Okay. 1st, 3rd, and 5th, Saturdays and Sundays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. That'll be his visits until further orders.
You said what is it?
12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, every other weekend, 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Every Thursday from 6 to 8. And for Father's Day, we'll do 12 to 6 p.m. Now, the financial aspect of it, child support isn't based on what you think you can do. Child support is nothing but a mathematical formula. And the state of Texas lawmakers have come up with that formula. I just apply the formula. And the formula includes all your wages, whether you work part-time, overtime, bonus. It includes your other minor children, gives you a credit for that, and the cost of the insurance, which is a government health insurance plan for health and dental. So regarding the financial aspect, I will confirm the proposed amounts as requested by the state on that. Now, and that will start with 370 beginning May 1st, 2024 is the request of the state to continue with the government health insurance with the reimbursement to the state of $120. Well, in your proposed order, it requests the cash medical to start April 1st, and you got your child support starting May 1st. So I'm going to start it all on June 1st. Child support 370 June 1st, 120 for the medical June 1st, counsel. Court costs are assessed to the gentleman. Wait one second. Court costs are assessed to the gentleman 60 days from today's date. Now, guess what? I know you probably disagree. Oh, and let me tell you about your appeal rights, but let's go back. Also put in there 12 hours prior to your possession for mother and father. No alcohol, no drugs. Now, If either one of you disagree, appeal my decision. You have 3 working days from today's date to do that. You would have to file it yourself or hire your own private attorney. The AG's office would not assist either of you. They only represent the state of Texas. You both will receive a copy of this order via your emails today.
So that's $590 and all that I'm ordered to pay, right?
$370 and $120, yes, sir.
Your
So
Honor,
$590 from $2,000. How am I supposed to do what I need to do to take care of myself and my other kid?
Oh, you don't want my suggestions.
I mean, yeah, I honestly do. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
$2,000.
So wait, I got a solution. Find another job. I can put you in the choices program today. She's here.
I don't need the choices program. I can find another job. That's not the issue.
But
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying $590 for one child for 2 children.
Mr. Wright, I just told you. We're not going to go back and forth. You didn't want my suggestion. I started with that. You didn't want it. You work part-time. You saying I barely can make it. The law says I can base it on your income. I've offered you a free jobs program. What you just told me. You could do it yourself. Do it yourself. Yes, Miss Counsel for the state.
Your Honor, in the proposal, Ms. Mosley is covering dental insurance at $20 a month.
And dental of the 20. Yes. Okay. All right. You guys are free to go. Have a good day. You will receive a copy of the order.